mission, vision is to make the Mid North Coast a safer place to raise children. My name is Jenny Watts and I'm Chair of Bravehearts Mid North Coast. I've been involved for just over 7 years. Back in the mid-90s, a young 7-year-old girl went to New Zealand with her dad to visit her grandparents. She cried and kicked and screamed and did not want to go to bed that night. Dad couldn't understand why, and eventually he asked her one question: has anybody ever touched you down there? And she said, yes, Papa. Obviously it was all reported, but in the aftermath of that, back here in Australia, they had nowhere to go as a family to get help. Yes, there was counselling for the little girl, but as a family, they just could not find anywhere to give them the appropriate help. The mother was Hetty Johnston, and she's a very formidable lady, so she started Bravehearts. It was born in 1997. And it's now 26 years old this year, and now it's Australia's leading child protection organisation. We are a volunteer committee of 7 who are passionate about providing free child protection education. This is delivered by specially trained facilitators who come from Queensland. They're usually here for a week at a time. We fully fund this education, and we're the only committee in Australia who do so. Either myself or one of the facilitators from head office contact the schools each year to say that they will be here at a certain time and would they be interested in having the show. Very few say no. It's a well-received thing. Most schools have it every year. There's 2 shows. One is for the early learning centres, which is a bit more at their level, and then the other one is from year 3, 8 years old. We hold various functions throughout the year to raise this money, and we do it well. The last couple of years we've done just shy of 2,000 children each year, and we need to raise at least $25,000 to do that. Donations of raffle prizes and auction items. If anyone is really passionate about it, feel free to come and join our committee, or just be a volunteer at certain times, like at a Bunnings barbecue, etc. Just volunteer to help out at functions if committee is not your thing. Our mission, vision, whatever you want to call it, is to make the Mid North Coast a safer place to raise children. As I've just said, it's not a safe place to raise children, but education is our only weapon, which is why we're very passionate about getting every child to see it. Everyone needs to be aware of it. The children have a good time at the show. They go home and talk about it with their families. They get given an activity book to work on in class afterwards, and that then goes home. Then hopefully the families talk to the neighbours and etc., and in turn educating different levels of the community. It's a conversation that isn't had enough. It isn't talked about, and it needs to be. We can't keep burying it in the background. It is an uncomfortable conversation. It's confronting, but it's absolutely necessary because the children keep being abused. 75% of people say they would not believe a child if the child disclosed to them, and I find that absolutely horrifying. 95% of cases reported to the police are found to be true, yet 75% of people wouldn't believe a child. People need to talk about it. They need to be aware of what's going on around them, aware of what's going on in their neighbourhood, their community, their own home, just to keep our children safe.